So this is Descript's new AI assistant, Underlord, which includes AI tools for automatic video editing, eye contact correction, enhancing audio, translating captions, and more. But are their AI tools actually useful? I'm always looking for AI that can take the pain out of editing. I'm now on the Descript Pro plan, so I've got access to all of their AI features, including voice cloning. So let's find out. I'm going to start by testing out some of the automatic editing AI. First, take a look at this section in my recording. I said the words and quite a lot here because I just couldn't think what to say in the moment. So I just filled time while the right words popped into my head. So we'll click remove filler words here to see if the AI picks those words out. Amazing. That's picked out and highlighted in yellow. All of those words that just don't need to be there, that I was hoping it'd pick out. And if we scroll through, we'll see that it's picked up more. I tend to say so unnecessarily at start sentences. It's picked up that too. I say like quite a lot when I don't need to. So yeah, it's done a really good job there at picking out those filler words that I wanted it to. But there were also moments like this. I'll play this now and see if you can figure out what I want removed. It will find mistakes. It will find mistakes just like I just made where I repeat myself. So yeah, I couldn't actually figure out in the moment what I wanted to say. So I ended up repeating myself, saying the same phrases twice. And this is something I'd have to normally manually remove in the edit. But Descript should be able to pick this up automatically when we click remove retake. So let's try this out. Okay, here we go. Yes, we'll see it's removed the first repetition, the mistake I made first time, and it's also picked up on that second repetition there too. And scrolling through, I can see it's done that at other points too. There was a moment here where I sneezed and I said excuse me, and then started again. So that's great. But here it's actually picked up on a moment where I didn't actually repeat myself. I just said the word recording twice in a sentence naturally, like intentionally, but it's got confused and thought that's repetition. It's done it again here when I've said just like. So it's kind of been a little bit too strong in the words it's chosen to remove. But I believe when I apply these edits, yeah, cool. So it's striked out those words that it wanted removed, but it's kept it in the transcript. So I can actually find that moment that I wanted the text kept in here where it's removed it and just press undo. And it puts it back in my script. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's still saved me a ton of time. I refine those retake moments myself. Now, the next part of the editing process I'd normally have to do myself manually is removing moments like this. Let's watch. So I use AI, that moment between so and I, where I just have a big pause. I'd normally have to go through the script and take all those moments out myself. But Descript has this shorten word gaps tool here. So let's try that out now, and hopefully it will take that moment and all the others out. Great, amazing. So it looks like it's just found all of those moments itself. And then I can just press shorten all. Let's do that now. And look at that. That has tightened up my whole script in, what's that, 2 button clicks rather than having to do this all manually in the timeline in Adobe Premiere. So yeah, I got to give it to Descript. Those first automatic editing tools that I've tried out are solid. And I feel like I have to also mention these automatic video editing AIs seem to be included in the Descript free plan, which I'll link to below in the description. Yeah, you can try this stuff out for free using that link. Okay, I'm going to be a maniac now and Control Z to undo all of those changes that we just made, because I want to show you this edit for clarity feature that I mentioned at the start, but we need a blank video to try this out. Okay, so to test this, we'll just jump quickly to this moment in the script where I started randomly talking about what I ate for lunch and the fact that I was hungry. This whole script was talking about how I use AI for video production. But I got a bit distracted here, went off topic and started talking about food because I've always got food on my mind. So as well as everything we've just done, like removing the filler words, removing retakes, shorten word gaps, I believe that Descript have also said that Edit for Clarity also finds moments where you go off topic in your video. You can see their removed blather. So it should, in theory, take out this moment where I go off topic from AI and start talking about food. So let's press edit for clarity and see how well of a job it does. And now we've got the suggestions. We'll jump down to that moment where I talked about food because that seems to me to be the most obvious moment to cut out of this video. Okay, here it is. Okay, yeah, so I'm a little bit disappointed there because that seems to be the obvious tangent in my video that I'd want removed. And it's not found it and striked it out. So yeah, unfortunately, I'd have to remember that I did that in the footage and find it, edit it out myself. It has picked out all of that repetition from before though, and all of the filler words. So great at doing all of those previous steps that we've done in one go. But unfortunately, you can't rely on it to completely find tangents and moments where you go off topic to remove it. You're gonna have to do it yourself still. So let's now take a look at fixing audio. We've got this studio sound AI feature here, which you can see is used for removing background noise and enhancing voices. This is great because the original video was shot on a mobile phone, so I had pretty low quality audio. Take a listen.
When AI has done all my editing for me, I can use it to clean up sound.
And at one point, some construction sounds started playing in the background. Listen to this.
When I'm choosing a thumbnail, I can use AI to find similar thumbnails.
So this is two good opportunities to run this test now. So let's click on studio sound. Okay, it's been turned on. I'm going to turn that up to, let's try 100% to give it a proper run for its money. And we'll try this on just the normal phone audio first.
I can use it to clean up sound. So I can just press one button.
That sounds pretty decent to me compared to the original. Let's listen to the original again so you can tell the difference.
I can use it to clean up sound. So,
and we'll put the effect on one more time.
I can use it to clean up sound. So I can just press one button.
That sounds tons better. And I'd probably turn this down to 75 though, because it sounds a little bit too robotic. I'm quite sensitive to this. So let's just put it to there and give it one last test.
I can use it to clean up sound. So I can just press.
That sounds way better to me and way better than the original. Let's try out the construction site sounds now. So I just turn the effect off and then we'll play the original sound.
When I'm choosing a thumbnail, I can use AI to find similar thumbnails out there.
Okay, so that's pretty bad, you can hear. So let's try and get rid of that sound. So I'm going to put studio sound back on.
When I'm choosing a thumbnail, I can use AI to find similar thumbnails out there.
Okay, so we can still hear it, but we are at 75%. So let's see if we bring this up to 100%, if that gets taken out.
When I'm choosing a thumbnail, I can use AI to find similar thumbnails out there.
Yeah, that's way better. Really difficult piece of source audio to fix, but it's got rid of the noises. It sounds a little bit robotic. So let's see if we drop this down to 90% and if that's a good balance of background removal and not making the voice robotic.
When I'm choosing a thumbnail, I can use.
No, we still get background noise. So maybe bring this up to, let's try 97.
When I'm choosing a thumbnail, I can use AI to find similar thumbnails.
Right, so we could still hear it slightly in the background, but a massive reduction from the original. You know, in Descript's defense, it was a really difficult piece of source audio with a lot of background noise. It looks like when you've got noise that much, you're going to have the intensity quite high, so choose between robot voice or noisy backgrounds. But compared to what this originally sounded like, that is a massive improvement for just AI to do instantaneously. Let's listen one more time. Just turn that off.
When I'm choosing a thumbnail,
yeah, that's way better. So I'm a fan. That is going to save you on like a terrible day when you just couldn't avoid getting terrible audio with like terrible background noises. And just generally, if you want to just clean up a semi-decent audio source, you can just kind of whack that around 75%, apply it to everything, and you're going to be sounding so much more crisp, professional. Really like that. And on the topic of fixing our voice, if we just jump to this section, we're meant to be able to do AI voiceovers in our own voice cloning inside Descript. And this section is perfect for that because I started talking about thumbnails and then I accidentally started saying description instead of thumbnails throughout this whole section. I was talking about designing thumbnails, but I kept saying description instead of thumbnail. So I should be able to click this incorrect word here, press replace, and then press overdub to replace the word description with the word thumbnail in my own voice. So I'll just type in that I want the word thumbnail. We can see it's provisionally replaced that with the word thumbnail, but I need to enable speech generation so it can generate it in my own voice and do the voice cloning. And now it's telling me that I need to read through this script so that Descript can create that AI voice clone of my voice. Okay, so that's done. That literally took 2 minutes and I'm really excited to try this out. Let's give this a play and see if it sounds like me.
Inspiration for what my thumbnail could look like.
That's crazy. Wow, I'm blown away. That voice cloning was way faster and better than I thought. Let's do it again so you can hear the difference. So let's just play this before. I'm using a description that looks like other, and then we'll change description to thumbnail again using Overdub AI voice cloning. That's gone through. It took about 30 seconds and we'll play the result.
I'm using a thumbnail that looks like other thumbnails.
I mean, the way that that's baked in to the app and it just works so easy and seamlessly like that, that's awesome. For just changing those single words that you get right, that's actually really blown me away how easy to use that was and how convincing that can be once it's finished. Damn, yeah, 10 out of 10 for me on the voice cloning. That was great. All right, next, Descript is boasting this green screen tool, which you can see here. Descript is claiming it can remove your background even if you don't have a green screen. So I'm going to put this to the test. I actually do have a green screen that you can see here, but I also tried a few different positions. So I sat against a white wall here. And then I also moved with a lot of distractions in the background on this shot. And I want to see how this tool performs in each of those different conditions. So let's try cleaning up this green screen shot first. Let's just press green screen, see what happens. And cool, yeah, we can see, as expected, it's taken away all of the green, a little bit of green fringing around my hair. But the fact that this isn't like £1,000 professional level editing software that's just done that automatically in a single button click, I think it's pretty good. Let's just add a background behind that so we can see where the edges begin and end. And yeah, now we have that background. We can see the green edges. I could have probably lit this a bit better, but for AI doing this automatically, I'm pretty impressed there. Right, next we have this shot of me in front of a white wall, not green this time, but let's see if the AI is as good at removing the background when the background is not green. So we're just going to press this and see how it does. Oh, damn. Okay, yeah. We've got background removal, even though the background was white. And when we add that different colored background in, we can see it's actually done a better job on this shot. It's not got that colored fringing around my hair because I'm not in front of something green this time. That's really good, I think, for an automatic AI background removal. I'm impressed. This is the shot I really wanted to test. Look, I'm moving around in this shot, so we're not fixed. I've got that camera behind me hitting my head and clashing with the outline of me. So let's see how it does here. Oh, okay. Don't know if you saw there. Yeah, there's the camera. And yeah, when we apply that animation background with a different color, we can really see that camera popping up behind me. So it's not a perfect tool, but to be honest, I normally film sitting down with nothing behind me. And I think most people watching this do. So for a tool that works in a single button click, I got to give it to it. This is a great tool. Let me know what you think below in the comments. And now we are going to apply captions to this video. So I should be able to click this button here and just choose the type of caption I want. So let's try this. Okay, that literally took 5 seconds. So let's play now to the
a thumbnail.
If that came out right.
AI to find similar thumbnails.
There we go. In terms of adding captions with a single click of the button, that's looking great. That works exactly as expected. But the caption feature I really want to test out is Caption Translations. I've seen this hiding down here in Underlord, and I've never seen another editing software offer multilingual caption translations. So I'm interested to see how well this works. So let's give this a click. Okay, yeah. Let's say I want to translate this to Greek. Give that a go, press submit. Okay, sweet. Yeah, so that was literally instantaneous. I've got no way of checking if this is a correct translation. If anyone's watching this that speaks Greek, let me know in the comments. But it's translated the caption text into Greek, seemingly instantly. Okay, and now if I press done, I assume that that's just going to change automatically. Okay, it says Greek appear, but I can't see it on my video in Greek. Okay, do I need to move along the video for it to refresh? Okay, no, so it said the captions would be translated, but they're still in English. What is going on here?
A few minutes later.
Okay, I've just had to look into the Descript documentation to figure this out, which obviously is not a good thing. But apparently when I press publish, when I've finished my video up here, I should be able to select, the translation that I want the captions to be exported in. So if I press Greek, that's what you need to do. And do I press publish to see it inside Descript? Okay, so I've pressed published. It says published, but there's been no change in Descript. Okay, so apparently we have translated captions, but the user interface isn't as straightforward as I'd hope. I assume you have to download your video to get a version with your translated captions. So assuming that works, great, but definitely room for improvement there. I noticed this AI feature right down here in Underlord at the bottom, rewrite, which I thought could be really useful because imagine your first recording is just you talking from off the top of your head like my video was, but you wanted to improve that improvised recording to an actual script that you could follow and record for a final take. We've got the rewrite tool here, and I'm just going to type in something like make the script professional, educational, and I can type in a few instructions and in theory get the AI to write me a much more well-written script that I can sit down and record in a much more planned approach. Let's try that out. Okay, great. So 30 seconds later, here we go. I've got apparently a well-written script. Let's have a look. Welcome to my video on how I use AI to streamline my entire video production process. Amazing. Yeah, so this, I think it's actually, it's cut out the little tangent about my lunch and gone straight to the repurposing section. So this has done the remove babble stuff that I wanted the edit for clarity to do earlier. And this looks like a really nice tight little script that I could just sit down and record as a second attempt at this video. I just filmed a quick video of me reading that new script, and it's a perfect time to test the eye contact AI that we see down here. If I skip through the original video, you'll see that I was never looking at the camera when I recorded this clip. I was reading a script that was on my computer screen. And if we believe the hype, this eye contact AI should make it look like I'm always looking into the camera while I was recording. So let's turn this on and see how good of a job it does. Oh, wow. Okay, so as soon as that's loaded up, you can see the effect it's having straight away. Let's get this playing so you can see it properly, actually. Yeah, that's crazy. I know so many people that film reading from scripts, and it's so obvious that they're reading from a script. This AI is going to help those people just get away with it and look more natural when they're recording. These eye contact AIs never cease to amaze me. Like, they're so visually powerful. They work so well. And yeah, that's definitely the case with the Descript Eye Contact AI too. So yeah, really good result here. Really impressed. Right, so you saw the review. This probably won't be a surprise to anyone. You saw how great the features are. I loved what I saw with this new addition in Descript. Huge value add that stands out to me straight away is the amount of time saved in that first pass edit. It used to take me hours going through manually removing mistakes, removing pauses, text-based editing now being a thing, allowing it to become possible to do that in a single click of a button like we've seen in Descript blows my mind, like the amount of time saving this is going to give editors. So for that alone, Descript, in my eyes, I've never used Descript before until I started putting this review together. I'm a convert. This app is solid. It's awesome. You've obviously got all the shiny, sparkly stuff that's great on top of that too. So you've got the eye contact correction, the automatic green screen. Love that to make your edits look nicer. Love the voice cloning. Love the voice cloning. Being able to just fix mistakes like that and just make it sound like you said the right thing on the time when you're recording. Love it. Auto captions, so useful, so essential, like app captions being the industry standard for video these days. Obviously had some trouble figuring out the translation stuff. Got it working in the end though, so that's what counts. And finally, we touched the writing stuff. We just did a quick rewrite here. That works flawlessly. Love that. There's a lot more writing tools in Descript that I didn't get a chance to touch on this review. I'm going to touch them in future videos. So all in all, This has been a huge success of a review. I'm very impressed by what I saw with Descript, by their new AI assistant Underlord, and just how easy it is to use everything and how useful it is having everything in one place. Most of that AI stuff we've played with today can be tested on the Descript free plan. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the description to this video. You can only use those a certain amount before having to upgrade to a paid plan. And some of the tools aren't actually available in the free plan at all. You have to be on a paid plan to use some of those AI features. But I'd recommend being on a paid plan anyway, because as you've seen, this stuff being in one place is so useful. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for my future videos in Descript. I'm definitely going to dig into this software more. I want to look at potentially how this can be useful for podcasters, look into the audio stuff more. So more stuff coming in the future. Subscribe for that, and make sure to watch this playlist next for more AI breakdowns that content creators will find useful. Peace out.